My name is Louis Ojomoh. I'm a legal practitioner. I come from Amedokhian in Uromi, Edo State.
Today we are talking about politics because Nigeria, we are preparing for 2023. And this is very important in our history. Of course, every election is important in our history because this is where we transit, we exchange baton, in the game of politics as we play. So it is important that we also try to understand who are these players in the politics that are going to be representing the people come 2023. So you are one of these individuals today. So would you like to tell us why did you, apart from every other thing that you could do, why do you have to be a participant in politics?
Yes, let me first of all clarify that politics for me is not a career, nor is it a career alternative. I do have other things that I do for a living. As I said, I'm a legal practitioner. I'm actually in actual legal practice. So politics for me is an opportunity to draw down the dividends of democracy and draw it down to the people. Every politician or everybody who is engaged in politics, I believe, should have as their foremost thrust the representation of the people. So for me, being engaged in politics has been an opportunity to serve the people in various capacities. I have never held political office. I have never graced the corridors of power, but I've always been engaged in trying to support the process and to make sure that the people get effective representation.
We believe that everyone has a story to share. We believe in the power of storytelling in today's digital economy. Yes, we believe that our audience need to be touched at the level of emotion so we can better engage. What about you? Do you believe in storytelling as much as we do? Do you want to reach the hearts and minds of your audience? Then join us in our online training class, Storytelling for Content Creators and Digital Entrepreneurs. Come to obehipodcast.com/storytelling and learn how to leverage your storytelling skills so you can earn more as a content creator and digital entrepreneur. Storytelling is a powerful instrument at our disposal. Let's explore it together. See you in the class.
On this occasion, I have decided to also join the process to seek political office to represent my people in the Edo State House of Assembly, Esan Northeast Constituency 2, under the Labour Party. So my interest basically is to have this opportunity with the support of my people to represent them in the State House of Assembly, to give them effective representation, to be engaged in the legislative process of the state, to be involved with policy formulation, with formulating law, providing a channel of communication between the state and the grassroots, and also to act as an oversight over executive process, and to give the people a voice in government, an effective voice in government, where democracy will be properly demonstrated with a representative in the House of Assembly who is matured, who fits the bill, who will be a round peg in a round hole, and who will discharge his duty with integrity, with honesty, accountability, and transparency. My background in legal practice I think stands me in very good stead to represent my people. I'm over 30 years at the bar, and I have been in practice all this while. So the business of lawmaking, legal issues, formulation of law, understanding of legal process, which is really the one of the major functions of a legislator in the House of Assembly. So I believe, amongst other people who may aspire for this position, I believe I'm eminently qualified. I fulfill all the criteria under the Constitution. And so I offer myself to be voted for in this process. And I pray that the will of the people prevails.
You started by saying that you are there to do the will of the people. I think this will be the greatest wish of the Nigerian people. And because we have seen again and again people who came out and never represented the people, they represented themselves. And this will be very hard for the Nigerian people. They will be abused and over-abused by those in the politics. So that is why it sounds very interesting to me to hear that you are there because of the people. That is what politics should be. But that is what it is in any other client where it is functioning. It's only in Nigeria that we sometimes we have the opposite. All right, that is already very interesting to note. Now you are coming from a legal background. I want to know how that is going to influence the role you are going to be occupying in Edo State House of Assembly. How that is going to influence it, and of course, in relation to the people of Edo State, and of course, the people you are also representing, in this case, the Esan, the Uromi, and the Amedokhian people. Help me with that.
Yes, first of all, I'll just quickly touch on the point you raised about the lack of effective representation over many years by successive people who have had different positions in government. I think the reason why this has been the case is that a lot of the people who have become career politicians, and you hear that somebody has been in politics or in one position or the other for 20 years, 25 years, or they are recycling themselves. I think we need to avoid these career politicians, people who see politics as a business rather than as a service to the people. And over the years, corruption has been the watchword in politics. Bribery, buying votes, snatching of ballot boxes, and other types of rascality that we have witnessed over the time. So I think the politics of Nigeria is becoming more mature, becoming more sophisticated. I think we're going to see in this election that money will not take the pride of place. People are going to be more selective, more discerning in their choice of candidates. They may take the money, but I suspect that they will vote their mind. So with maturing political environment, I think people like myself have decided that we have to also come out now before things are too late, where candidates have the right type of background, a CV that can stand to any scrutiny, having a background and where the candidate has no skeletons in their cupboards and are willing to expose themselves to any type of scrutiny. I think these are the types of people we now need to be engaged in politics, because we've been doing this now for decades, and the result hasn't changed. And I think the reason is because we keep getting the same kind of people. And if you have the same formula all the time, you will always get the same result, I believe.